May, June of 2017. Shane Ross, the Minister for Transport, said that he was going to seriously reduce the drink driving limits. And that's something I suppose we could all agree with. But the Healy Rays took exception to that and said it was all right for the people of Dublin because they had the Lewis, the Dart, the buses and the trains, but a man in the rural countryside deserved to be able to go for his few points. Shane Ross countered that by saying, well, we don't want people falling asleep at the wheel. But Danny Healy-Rae countered that by saying, sure, a man after eating a big dinner could also fall asleep. So I was listening to that statement on the radio and it spawned the following poem, and I hope it gives you a laugh. I was never into politics in any serious way, but I've always been fascinated by the family Healy-Rae. First of all came Jackie and the things he used to say, like the plain people of Ireland have their dinner in the middle of the day. Next along came Michael, a very intelligent chap, easily recognisable in his back peaky cap. Finally there was Danny, the champ for the country man. Towards a better rural Ireland, I will do all I can. He tried to defend drink driving, saying, this is how I feel. Sure, a man after eating a big dinner could also fall asleep at the wheel. Next day he came to a Garda checkpoint, and they were stopping for tax, not drink. But when one Garda saw who it was, he gave his other colleague a wink. Good afternoon to you, sir. It's Danny Healy-Rae. We just have a couple of questions, and you can be on your way. We know that your tax is in order, and for speeding you're no sinner. But in the interest of road safety, what did you have for the dinner? well, as luck would have it, I'm just finished. And this is how it went. I started with a starter, a chicken and mushroom ball a bit. Then I had steak and onions, potatoes and 2 veg, and the Garda interrupted him. That puts you right on the edge. How many spuds did you manage? And on this first point they clashed. I can't tell you how many, says Danny, because honest to God they were mashed. Okay, says the Garda to Danny. Okay, says the Garda to Danny, you don't have to jump through hoops. But surely you can remember the exact number of scoops. I don't really know, says Danny. I think it was 2 or 3. But sure, if it was turned out to be 4 or 5, what harm would that be? Oh, you could be in very big trouble. You could be in trouble very deep. You could be over the dinner limit and likely to fall asleep. Now tell me what bed you had, and very carefully list them. Because if you had Brussels sprouts, for instance, they moved the dinner out of your system. Well, to tell you the truth now, Gar, it would hardly be gone in an hour. But just for the record, I had carrots and cauliflower. Now the guard took out a calculator and he wrote some figures down on a sheet. And he said, nearly there now, Danny. Did you have anything for sweet? Well, when Danny answered this one, the Garda pulled out a rifle. Because wasn't Danny after admitting that he also had sherry trifle? You were way over the limit. This won't do at all. He asked Danny to get out of the car, and he pinned him against the wall. I'm arresting you now, Danny, and anything you say can be used as evidence against you in court on another day. Now Danny was under pressure and he was really feeling the heat. And he said, what's the charge against me? You had far too much to eat. Then Danny asked one more question because in law matters he was trained. Can you tell me, Gad, how long I'll be detained? In this matter, Danny, it's entirely up to you. Legally, we must release you after a bowel movement in the loo. Now, the arrest it was at 2 o'clock, but until 10 that night they waited. How were those Gardaí to know that Denny was constipated? When they finally released him after he was there all day, he remembered what his father said about the middle of the day. That was all right for him to be saying, but for me it must be said, from now on I'll eat my dinner just before I go to bed.